Hi all, Chris here with something I've had for a while now. Some of you who are on Facebook may recognise it. I bought it a while ago. It's a 1959 President refrigerator, Australian made of course. I purchased it for $100 from a town about half an hour down the highway from here. When I originally purchased it, it was white, it had dents, it was going rusty. The freezer door had a big crack, it needed a good clean out, the seal needed to be reseated. Made by Kirby Refrigeration Units. I don't think it has a model number on it, but it uses 1.5 amps, 240 volts, or 238 at our house. I did some calculations on it, and because there's a myth that these old 50s fridges are really inefficient, and I found it uses only about, I think it was 70 watts more than our current fridge and freezer combo in the garage. A Westinghouse, a bit taller, probably about 10-15 years old now. So yeah, this thing's made of real solid metal, heavy as all hell. I busted my back. I ended up in bed for about 3 days, after moving this on my own. So the badge was originally really tarnished. I shined it up. As you remember, it was originally white, so I repainted. I stripped it back as best as I could, repainted the body and door white, put this blue on, and painted a little gold stripe on it. So a little gold V. It's got a gull wing door handle on it. The paint job's not as nice as I'd like it. It's a bit rough. I've already had to do a couple of touch-ups where it's got knocked during moving and whatnot, and during an incident in the garage, but yeah, it's a bit uneven, a few bad spots because I didn't really have the tools or a budget to make it a full-on restoration. It was just pretty much to make it look presentable so my parents wouldn't throw it out. So yeah, it's quite a good fridge. This thing will probably outlast me, to be honest. Much better than anything from nowadays, which will last about 10 years. So inside, unlike a lot of these older fridges where you actually pull the handle out, it opens. This just has a little catch here. Door here, plastic. It's got a little egg holder. Various holders for bits and pieces there. Freezer door, which I repainted. It was originally a lighter blue, so I repainted that, did all this in gold. It's got this, which is a drip catcher for a freezer for when you defrost it, but I guess you could also use it for storing meat and stuff. I've only just turned this thing on for the video. I usually have it off just as storage in here, and because I can't really fit it anywhere else in the house. Control dial. And it actually turns it off. It's very quiet. Uses a little 15-watt pygmy lamp in here. That cover's very finicky to get off. I polished up these shelves a little bit. It's missing what I call the half shelf. In these fridges there'd be a little, as per the name, a little half the shelf which would sit here with a little support mounting on this one. That's missing. No big deal, it just means I've got a bit more room to store taller stuff, which is good, because nowadays there is a lot of taller bits and pieces to store in this. It's also missing the crisper bin, which not really much of a problem because this is a pretty shallow area anyways. So I might just build some sort of small sheet metal box, paint up to match it, fit that in there. Who knows? Might even just try and find a nice big container I can fit in there and store stuff in it. And yeah, it's all very nice. It's a really good fridge. It gets really cold, even on the just on the cooler ranges instead of the cold range. So $100 for something that will probably last a lifetime. Not a bad buy. So yeah, I'm quite happy with the seals. The seal's a little faded. It was originally light blue, but it's faded to a kind of greeny colour on the outside. But yeah, it's still good. So I didn't need to replace that, thank God. The compressor in this is still running perfectly. It runs much quieter than the big I'd say 6-year-old fridge in the kitchen, and of course much quieter than the one in the garage. When I first got this I thought it was broken because I couldn't hear the compressor running, but yeah, it's a great little unit, so it'll be good for when I move out. So yeah, at the moment I'm just pretty much using it as storage and as a static display piece. I've just got a few other bits on top, and yeah, and I've painted the hinge covers up to match too. So yeah, there it is, my 1959 President refrigerator. So cheers, Chris.